Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NECA cartoon Casey and Foot Soldier slashed. This is a re-release. The first time this was released I was unable to get it, and so I'm really glad they did a re-release for the summer event that's going on right now at Target. So if you do want to find this, you can find it now at Target, hopefully. They only had one of them when I went. The box was a little damaged on the back, but I don't really care because I'm going to open it up anyway. So keep an eye out for this. There's a lot of other really cool turtle stuff coming out as well. The new cartoon Ultimate April O'Neil. There is a 4-pack of Ninja Turtles from the comics. There's a Shredder, Damaged Shredder from the first comic. There is a Foot Soldier from the comics. And there's other stuff I'm sure that's going to be coming out for the event because it's going on for multiple weeks, so it may not just be Ninja Turtle stuff because it's 4 to 6 weeks, I think. And so you might want to keep an eye out, see what else is coming out for the summer event they're doing. But I believe they're putting new stuff out every Friday, so we'll see if there's anything else announced. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll get into this, and we're going to look at all the contents inside, and we'll take a look at the box as well. If you're wondering why I'm just wearing the mask and I didn't wear my whole costume, I'm just a little tired right now and did not feel like putting the wig and everything on. But if you would like to see me do the rest of the turtle reviews that I do from anything else that I pick up from this event in full Casey costume, comment below and let me know and I will do it. All right, so we're gonna move on and we're gonna open this up and look inside the box. All right, so here you can see the front of our box. And we'll just turn that around. What we've got here on the side, we've got a Foot Soldier, the Foot Soldier. On the side we got Casey, and then the back of the box right here. Now right now these 2-packs are not available in store. You'd have to buy them secondhand, but these were available at the time when the 2-pack with Casey and the Foot Soldier came out originally. So this is just a straight re-release. These haven't been retooled or anything at all from the first release. I am glad these got a re-release. Like I said, I did not get these the first time around. Alright, so let's open it up and take a look. Alright, so here we have Casey and the Foot Soldier. I will say I was able to get them both to stand just fine. Casey's very easy to stand. The Foot Soldier's a little more difficult to stand just because he is missing some of his insides here because he is slashed open. So just so you're aware of that. But you can still display him standing up. So Casey has his bag. He's got 2 hockey sticks. He's got his baseball bat. And then a metal bat. And I think this is for the Foot Soldier. And he also has 2 guns. Our Foot Soldier also has his communicator. He has 6 different hands, 3 for each side. But we have these 2 hands. We have these 2 holding hands, so he can hold his weapons. And then he has these 2 hands as well. The Foot Soldier also has an orange ninja star and a gray ninja star. Casey has 4 extra hands. He's got a pointing hand. He's got 2 holding hands for his weapons right here. He has this other hand here with the thumb up. Alright, so as for posability, we'll look at Casey first. Head can turn all the way around. This is as far as he can look up, and that's as far as he can look down. His arms can go out into a T-pose that much. His arm can rotate forward and back a little bit on this side, but you're not going to be able to go past his shoulder pad here. Oops, set him down. And about that much in the front. He does have a bicep swivel. It's a little tight. I haven't loosened these up at all with hot water or heat, blow dryer or anything. Elbow bends. His hands can go all the way around here at the wrists. Doesn't bend up or down at the wrist, it's just straight in. I'm going to go ahead and take this hand out. And it came out really easily. And we will put one of his holding hands in this. Alright, so that was really easy to change his hands out, which is good. Over here on this arm, looks like you can go up about this high on it. You won't go up higher than that. Again, you've got your bicep swivel. This one is loose enough to swivel. The elbow bends just fine. Again, you can turn the wrist all the way around. All right. His legs can split about this much. Now from the side, his legs can come up this much. Not too bad. And as far as his legs going back, you can't really go back too far with his legs. But, ooh, that one did not want to bend right. So his knees are pretty tight right now. I don't want to damage them, so I'm going to wait till I can get some hot water on those, loosen those up. And his feet, can bend down about this much, and they can't go up very much. And it looks like you can rock back and forth with them a little bit. Now for our foot soldier, let's see here. You can turn Casey here, where the shirt is. There is a swivel there as well, so you can turn to the side. Foot soldier, head turns like this all the way around. You can't really, you can go back this much, and you can go forward that much. Our arms, ooh, that left arm is tight. Be a little careful with that. But they should both be able to come up about the same height. Right now, they're coming up about this high. Pretty tight. Bicep swivel on both arms. Right now, they both bend at the elbow about this much. And our hands, again, they twist. Oh, his hands are a little tight. There we go. His were a little harder to get out of his wrists there, but they go all the way around. And we're also going to put his hands to hold his weapons in. Not as easy as with Casey, but that doesn't necessarily have to do with the figure. You might get a foot soldier that's really easy to take the stuff out. It just depends on how tight the joints are on each figure. You might have a Casey that's really hard to work with. You might have to loosen those up. I always recommend hot water. That's a really easy way to loosen that up. But you can use I wouldn't use a heat gun, but you could use a hair dryer as well. All right, and so he does have this skirt piece here, so it's flexible, so you can get his legs to still come up about this much, which is good. His knees bend this much all the way down. His feet can flex down and flex up, and they can go back and forth, and they have a rocker on them as well, so that's good. They can rock a little bit. So you have a lot of good motion there. Now going back, his legs go back. Well, let me see here. I need his legs to go back about this much. And then he can split very well. But again, this is gonna, it's not, it does not stand together very easily. And I have a feeling eventually this is going to be a piece that's going to have to stay just on the, maybe displayed laying down, because this, it looks like there's only, this red piece here is the only piece that's holding the top and the bottom half together. So if you kept this standing, eventually that's going to keep probably leaning, and that might eventually break. Just keep that in mind when it comes to the foot soldier. But I did not really buy this for the foot soldier. I bought this for Casey. Alright, so we can still get the foot soldier to stand holding these weapons. He's holding the blue gun and the sledgehammer right now, but like I said, it's really leaning forward now. Still, the stability is surprising. There he goes. So you wouldn't be able to really use him in that fashion, I don't think. You could use him. You could use a stand to hold him up, and have him getting slashed across, but he's not much good for fighting, really imposing, without using the help of a stand to hold him together. There's Casey standing with the golf bag. He's standing just fine with it. Let's put some weapons in his hands and put some weapons in the golf bag. Now, to get this bag over Casey's head, I really had to take his head off and then put the bag on. It might be possible to stretch it to get it over his head, but I would be careful. Err on the side of caution, because you don't want to break the bag trying to stretch it. So you don't want to break that strap. All right, so let's just put the bats in his hands, and we'll put the hockey sticks in his bag. All right, and as you can see, he stands up just fine with weapons in his bag. This is a very sturdy figure as far as displaying him just standing in place. Now, again, I'm going to have to work on the knees to get those a little loose. So if you did want to display his legs moving more, you'd have to do some work on that. I'm not sure how much posability I'd be able to get him in as far as action poses, but I'll try to get some good ones in. And maybe later on I'll show off a display while I'm getting these other figures this week with Casey and some of the other cartoon stuff. Alright, so next I just thought it would be fun to show NECA's movie foot soldier next to the cartoon foot soldier here. So the movie figure is just a little bit taller than this one. Part of that may be the fact that this foot soldier is missing the middle, so he might be stretched a little taller than the normal foot soldier figure. I don't know. I don't have the ultimate foot soldier from NECA. But that is just a little comparison here. I don't have a comic foot soldier yet, but hopefully I'll be getting one during this event one of the weeks. Alright, the comparison I really wanted to show, here we have the Mirage Comics Casey Jones figure. Now this is a figure I was able to get at Best Buy, and they've had him in stock other times I've passed by there, so that's a good place to look if you'd like to get this figure. You might be able to find it, online without a huge markup because it wasn't hard to find. Now I will say, in the Target system there is a comic book Casey with the red shirt coming out. I think the red shirt, which I think is I think some people said this wasn't the actual comic book color for the shirt, and the red shirt should be the right one. I'm not as familiar with all of the comic stuff, to be honest with you. I've read a few things, but I really do want to go back and read all of those. The cartoon was really what got me into Ninja Turtles as a kid. And of course the first movie I love. I like the second one all right, but the first one's just so great. You can see here the comic book one is a little bit taller than the cartoon Casey, and then the movie figure is about a whole head taller. All the movie figures are generally bigger, especially when it comes to like the Turtles as well. But this is a lineup here. See me dress in the full Casey Jones costume for future Ninja Turtle reviews, please leave a comment below and I will do that for you. If you have not already watched my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade 1-Up cabinet, I will put a link below in the description so you can follow that and go take a look at that review. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.